Hello everybody, Gliderman here. So today we're back in Java and we're going to be looking at JTextFields, where we can put in information into our program just by typing. So the first thing that we're going to do up here is we're going to make it a public variable, or a global variable, so that our entire program can use it. So we'll just type in capital J, capital T for text, and then capital F in field. And we're just going to call this field. There we go. Down here, under where we set up our button, we're going to, let's get a little bit of spacing there. We're going to set up our field. So we're going to do field, assign a new JText field, like that. And that should basically be it for our field. It's very simple to set up. There are some things that we can put in there, such as width and that kind of thing, but I'm not worried too much about that just yet. Now we're going to add that to our main panel, so we're going to call main panel.add, so that loads, and then we're just going to add in our field. So that will add the field and then the button, and then that entire panel will be added to the frame. So let's save this real quick. You can either click the floppy or Command S or Control S depending on your keyboard. And then we'll click the run button, and that will launch it. Okay, so you can see that that's our text field there. It's a little bit on the small side, but it's still there. And we've got our click me button sitting there. Just clear that from the console. Now, I believe if we type in a number here, that should mean that, yep, columns. So that gives us 10 characters visible right off the bat. So if we save that and run that again, you can see that it's a little bit wider, which is what we're looking for. So now I can type whatever I want in there. But we still can't access it just yet. So in our click me action listener, so when we click the button, which we're going to, yeah, we'll just leave the name click me. So here, we're going to get a string from that text field. So we're just going to make a new string called field text, and that's of course of type string. And then we're going to assign that to the field dot get text method. So that's going to give us a string of the text in the field. And then we're going to assign that to our local variable here. Now we want to output that to the console. We could do it in other ways, which I may or may not cover in this. So we're just going to do system out print line and then field text. Now if we save that and we run that, we should be able to type something in here. We just say hello, and then we click that. You can see it outputs hello in the console. And I can change that again to something random. And of course that also works with numbers as well. So that's very simple how to output it to the console. And I think we'll do a little JOptionPane here as well. So instead of outputting to the console, we're going to make a little pop-up window using the JOptionPane. So we're just going to type JOptionPane dot show. That should be a message dialog. And let's see here. We're going to make it with this one up here, and we're going to type in null for our parent component, which basically will mean that it's going to be centered on nothing, or actually the center of the screen, so it's going to be like right here. And then our message is of course going to just be field text. So we can save that, and you should see up here it imported the swing. Oh, we have the swing classes imported already, and JOptionPane is one of those. So now if we run it, and we type in something, and we click that, we get a little message that pops up in its own little window with our text. And there's a lot of things that you can do with this. There's input dialogues, and there's confirm dialogues, and all that kind of stuff. However, we're using the JFrames, which are a little bit more of an altogether user interface, because you would not make an entire program out of a single pop-up boxes. That would just not flow well for the user. You want to have everything set up in one window, typically. So there you go. That's how you get text using the JText field pretty quickly. And it did auto layout to figure out the positions of the field and the button in that little frame. And then we got our output to a message dialog from the JOptionPane class. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!